Welcome back to Nortex Radio, episode 13. It's Sunday, got some foosball on. Cowboys played on Thanksgiving. We're going to dive into that real quick. Not the greatest, but still not in a bad spot. 36-33 loss in overtime versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Hell of a flag football game.
Very much a flag football game. Crazy shit. 14 penalties each side. That's obnoxious, man. Anybody that watched the game, I would imagine even the Raiders fans were probably like, this shit is stupid.
Oh yeah, it was terrible all the way around. And both sides, they were so iffy, touchy penalties.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we got screwed. It was both teams. It was just a shitty called game.
Yep.
At least thank God it was half-ass even. You definitely can't blame it on them because they were getting the same dumbass flags that we were. Jesus. 110 yards, penalties for Vegas, 166 for us. Franchise record.
Hey.
Broke a record this week.
That's it. Just another Dallas Cowboys record.
Oh, shit. Think Anthony Brown had about half those yards all on his own.
Boy, Anthony Brown had me heated.
Fuck, dude, I was so pissed, but half of those were iffy calls too. We've dogged Anthony before, gonna get dogged today, but some of those calls were so fucking just petty, like barely even touching the guy, and we're throwing a flag. But Jesus, dude, fucking Anthony had 4 pass interference calls. Every single one of them were on third down. Not good at all. And shit, especially by the fourth quarter and overtime, you knew it. Third down, they're going to 30. And essentially that kind of fucking won them the game. Little side note, as Cowboy fans, fuck Deshaun Jackson. We've seen that bastard way too much, and he's not even in our division, still comes to town and fucking wrecks shop.
Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed with the Anthony Brown thing. Just to piggyback on what you said, like the officiating crew set this precedence early that with bad, touchy, iffy calls, and that just opened the door for Carr and the Raiders to just target him anytime they needed either yardage, a third down conversion. Like you said, they were all on third downs. And I think that precedent or that door was kind of opened by, like you said, the soft early calls. So Obviously at the end, he didn't even get his head around. And like you said, that eventually got them in position to win the game.
3rd and 18.
Yeah. But
terrible time to get a flag.
They would have, I honestly believe if Anthony Brown hadn't had the game that he had, then Derek Carr threw that ball up knowing that he was going to get a pass interference.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't throw that ball up to complete the pass. So, I think if Anthony Brown hadn't had the game that he had, we could play the fucking excuse telephone game all day. But I do think it's like you said, like the precedence that was set early, even on both sides, it led to decisions like that being easy to be made. Unfortunately, we didn't get to reap the benefits of it because they threw a 3rd and 18 fucking wounded duck.
Yeah.
Pass interference. So
yeah, we can harp on that all day, but shit, everybody that watched it knew how bad the fucking penalties were. Staying on the defensive side a little bit, and shout out breaking more records. Micah Parsons now solely has possession of the rookie sack record for the boys. 9 sacks past Marcus Ware. Still 6 games to go. That's fucking impressive. Everybody's got 1 a game left. He's got 6 more at least in his bag. So, he's going to shatter that thing. So, shout out to 11.
Yeah, he's That man he's hot right now, and he's getting talked about like Trey Diggs was getting talked about early in the season.
Yeah.
From multiple, avenues, approaches, platforms. Hey, this kid is not, only in the running for, rookie of the year. Looking at defense player of the year, Pro Bowl, all kinds of shit. So he's good. Michael Parsons is good.
Yeah. Man, I know we all wanted as a cornerback at that draft in April, but I don't think any of us are complaining now.
Yeah.
If you're still complaining about, fuck. Obviously, we need another fucking corner. It's obvious, but we can't be mad about getting that guy. Line looked half-assed a little better than the week before. Dak had a little bit more time. Had a good game. 32, 47, 375 yards, 2 TDs. And that's without your top 2 guys. So that's pretty solid to see him come out and play well. And speaking of that, Gallup and Wilson both stepped up, played excellent, especially without, like I said, CD and Amari out. Michael having 5 receptions for 106 yards and Cedric having 7 for 104. Boy stepped up to go win a ball game. Your top 2's out. Someone's got to fill the role. And we've talked about Cedric a lot this year. Big Cedric guys. Cedric knows he's good. He knows he can play, and he definitely showed it this week on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we knew going in last week, we said people were going to have to, step up. But we've also, we've been talking depth this whole season, the whole life of this podcast, essentially. And you're right. 12 receptions between the two of them. They had to do. We're in position to win the game.
Yeah.
We lose by 3 points. There were plenty of chances for us to win the game, honestly. So they definitely, from their side of the ball, from their perspective, they both know they're good receivers. Michael Gallup just come back and like he'd never missed a beat, man.
Yeah.
He come out making the same Michael Gallup-esque catches that he's been making. Shits.
We haven't had one full game this year with Amari, CD, and Michael.
Yeah.
Wait until we are healthy. If we can be, we're going to be fucking scary. But at the same time, especially the drops last week between Cedric and Noah. Both of them stepped up. Even Noah this week, 6 receptions, 53 yards. Whole turnaround from last week. Big plays were big for us. Schultz, 3 for 46. We averaged over 10 yards a catch for almost 4 guys. So, that depth, especially in the receiving corps, is so nice. Our offense is just deep. Other than whatever the fuck is going on with our line. Which, speaking of that, we couldn't run the ball worth the shit again, which part of it, I think, was game plan. Zeke has had a knee contusion for a couple weeks. A little banged up. He's a baller. We're Zeke guys. We know some people hate him, but what the fuck ever. You're an idiot to think that. But Zeke's dog playing through a knee contusion. Hopefully, we don't want him banged up going into January, but the dude's going to want to be out there as much as he can. And I think that was part of the scheme that we went with this week, is why we didn't go too much. But he had 9 touches. But even Tony only had 10, but 36 yards from TP and 25 for Zeke. Zeke had 1 touchdown, but gonna need a little more out of that. But hopefully we can keep Zeke healthy going into January, because we're gonna need the run game to go along with that pass game if we're gonna really go compete, which we should. Nobody should still be hitting the panic button. We still are nowhere near that phase. So just chill.
Yeah, it was a shitty week as far as I guess what losing the game goes, but I'm with you. To me, it seems like we're more, as weird as this sounds, we're on the upstroke. We have Gallup come back. Amari Cooper just was a COVID thing. CD, he's back, and then Tyron Smith was back. Hopefully we're seeing DeMarcus Lawrence soon, stuff like that. So
Yep.
I think if you hit the panic button now, there's no reason to. We lost a couple games. Fucking sucks. Of course, if you had it your way, you'd go 17-0 every season, but
Yeah.
fuck, it's not gonna happen. So,
But and hit the panic button I'm talking about. Yeah, we've had injuries, but thankfully, early of the year injuries.
yeah,
Right? We got everybody coming back right now.
Yeah.
With 6 games to go and a good lead in the division. We're not struggling to find people to take over. Michael's back. Cooper had COVID. CD had a concussion, missed 2 weeks, but all those guys are coming back this week. Should be. 99% sure. DeMarcus has got to be getting close. We were hoping the Chiefs. We were praying for the Chiefs. Kind of getting lucky, but he's on the right path. So I don't think we're too far out from seeing him back. So, health-wise, we are looking excellent. And if you want to win, that's a lot of it. You got to be healthy. So no reason to hit the panic button yet. If you are, chill the fuck out. Don't know why you are, but we're going to be okay. Just calm down.
Yeah. Sidebar while we're on football, because I was just watching this and I have Twitter pulled up. Did you see Kirk Cousins try to take the snap from his right guard instead of the center?
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, they were scrambling. He's trying to get the right set out on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal, and he lined up underneath the right guard.
That's one of my favorite things in football. One of the favorite, fucking come on, mans is getting under a guard. Makes me so happy. It is the funniest shit because you're like, that dude don't even have the fucking ball. And you got to know, that guard, gets his tank touched. He's like, what the fuck is going on? False start.
Yeah. I just pulled up the replay and he just turned around like, what the fuck just happened?
He's going to get hell in the locker room and in the film room.
Man. All-time Kirk Cousins moment.
Better buy him fucking dinner tonight.
Yeah. All time.
That's awesome. We got another Thursday night game this week. We going to New Orleans. Very winnable game. They're a banged up team. Very banged up team. Like I said, we're getting on the right path. CD coming back. CD was back in practice actually already today. And then Cooper is cleared to return tomorrow. COVID affects everybody differently. We know that. So hopefully the only thing I read that is they just want to check his conditioning, make sure he's in shape, ready to go. Might be half-assed limited a day or two, see where he's at. But we should be good to go. And that offense is going to be fun to watch on a Sunday or Thursday. Fuck. We're back Thursdays. Terrence Steele, though, did move to the COVID list, which we going to fucking let Lyle play now? I don't know what the hell's going on with that. That's what I don't understand. Terrence came out at first not too shabby, but at this point, why do we not have his ass in the game?
Yeah.
Why is Lyle not starting? I don't have a good answer to that one bit.
Yep.
But now, we have no reason. So thank God. Can't really say that. Sorry. Don't really wish COVID upon anybody, but at least we're going to have a reason to start Lyle now, or not have a reason to not start. So our offensive line may have a whole nother attitude come Thursday, and TP and Zeke go for 100 piece and Dak for 400. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. I like it. It's kind of like you said. Yeah, I don't know. We're not good enough at politically correct podcasting yet. So it sucks that anyone has to go on the COVID list, but silver lining, like you said, now we don't have a reason to not put Lyle Collins in the game. So take it for what you want, we're gonna take it for the silver lining. We're Lyle advocates. So
yeah, so thank God he's gonna be on the field Thursday, unless McCarthy just has something against his ass and throw somebody else out there. Man. And if that's the case, we fucking riot.
Yeah, if that's the case, Mike McCarthy to OU.
Bingo. Heard it here first.
Yep. Kellen Moore, Dallas Cowboys head coach.
So, I'm on that train.
Shit.
Anything on the boys right now?
No, like you said, back-to-back Thursdays. We'll be covering it. And then we're gonna hit it, but we got a big weekend, so we'll cover Thursday's game, get some stuff together, and maybe roll some good stuff out for this weekend after Thursday's game. But let's go to New Orleans, get it all back on track, good to go.
Yeah. Moving over to downtown Dallas, the old Mavs. Big OT win Tuesday against the Clippers, 112-104. This stat right here is fucking glorious. The Clippers scored 1 point in overtime. Yeah, it's a good way to win ball games.
Yeah, that's a very good way.
Obviously that's a foul. So yeah. You didn't give up a field goal in overtime. You want to go to a fucking OT, that's a way to win it.
I'm not sure of a better way to win a basketball game.
Yeah, no shit.
The way to score points is by making field goals, and they made 0. So I watched that game. I thought it was kind of ironic that little North Texas bump here. We did kind of call out Porzingis. Need you to step up a little bit, fill some shoes, have a roll. Man hung 30 on him. So
yeah.
So I'm not saying these people listen. I'm not saying we know what we're talking about. This is just information out there for the public. So
they're secret listeners.
Yeah.
But even if you don't think they do, I mean, we're speaking it into the world. We're speaking it into existence, getting the vibes out there. They fucking got it. Hell, that same game, Luka, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 26 points. I mean, he's a rebound and assist away from another triple-double.
Yeah.
So, I mean, fuck, that's it. We need those two to do that. And we are a very good team.
Yeah, that shows right there exactly what happens when those two play that way. I mean, Clippers are a great team. We, just like you said, I mean, you nailed it. Those two play like that, and then you don't give up a field goal in the overtime period. So it's that's it. You win by 8 points.
Oh yeah. And then little side note, Dorian Finney-Smith played his ass off that game. 49 minutes. Doesn't really show it. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 17 points. But that dude played his role perfectly in that fucking game. And we've talked about it, especially with Luka being hurt. Someone needs to step up. I mean, Luka's back, but Dorian's playing great, knowing his role, and we need it all to click. And right now, it seems like it is. We've hit on Jalen for a while. He's kind of got a little colder, but, I mean, Dorian stepped up. Hardaway still doing his thing. But, yeah, I'm tipping my hat to Dorian for this week. He's played great, playing his ass off.
Yep. This is, I mean, what we have talked about time and time again is these – I don't even really know how to describe them, but these players understanding their role, developing into these roles. And it's just like you said, like Jalen Brunson, he's been hot 4 or 5 weeks. Okay, cools down a little bit. Next guy up, that's been a quote around DFW sports. I mean, we've heard it with the Cowboys. We've heard it. I mean, we're seeing it now with the Mavs. So we still have Hardaway there. There's no reason all three of them can't get hot in these.
Oh yeah.
These second tier roles that they're playing. So, like you said, we definitely appreciate it. That's another role that I don't think, kind of like we were talking about when we first kicked off towards the end of baseball season, like pitchers eating up innings.
Yeah.
Like somebody playing 50 minutes in a, NBA basketball game, that actually has a huge fucking impact on
That's a
how the
long
rest of the
fucking
team
time.
Yeah. Yeah. So, maybe that, that gets someone 3 or 4 minutes that they needed, and they end up coming out, and it's how sports work. It's cool to see that sort of depth with, we got 3 to 5 people that can really just get hot and go off.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, you keep one of those hot at all times and let Luka and KP do their things.
Yeah.
We're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, that's a solid supporting cast. We got to see a lot of that this week.
Yeah, and that's great for Coach Kidd. Sounds weird as hell to say.
Yeah.
It's great for Jason Kidd to be able to be like, stay out there. You got it. If you're tired, tell me. No, Coach, I'm good.
Yep.
That's great for Jason to be able to be like, dude, no, fucking stay your ass out there. You're playing great. Yesterday, though, 120-114 loss to the Wizards. Really didn't have too bad of a game. There's a couple things. Kyle Kuzma and Bradley Beal both had pretty solid games. Not a whole lot we could do about that. They both just look good. Kuzma looks like he's kind of found himself out of LA. But Luka had 33 points in 37 minutes. Love that. But we got out rebounded 43-35. And then the big one, we lost by 6. High scoring game. Big one though. Points in the paint. They got 60 to our 46. We got dominated down low. So hopefully we get a little bit of that figured out and stop giving up so much down low.
Yeah, the Wizards, they over the last, I don't know, 10, 12 days, they've been doing this weird, and I don't follow really anyone with the Mavs, but I do listen around, I follow sports, and the Wizards, they warmed up for a minute. They're third in the Eastern Conference now, beat the Bucks. I think they beat the Bulls. They're fucking one game back of the Heat and the Nets. So it's not like we got beat by the fucking, Pistons or the Magic. Like the Wizards, if you look at the numbers, their last 10, they're 6-4. They have a 2-game win streak, but just from, reading and hearing, like they've been in this weird little like warm vibe for the past. And that's all supported with the shit that you just said. They're fucking dominating the boards. They're killing it in the paint. Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma dressed like a fucking whatever the fuck he wore the other day. It
was like a fucking sweater, big blow up thing outside of a car lot.
That's exactly, yes. Fuck yeah, it was. Yeah.
But hey, in your mind, you look good, you feel good, you play good.
That's it, dude. Play good, they pay good. Shout out Deion Sanders. Fuck.
Damn it.
Yeah, we still got a busy week though. Mavs got a big busy week.
Yeah, we got 4 games this week.
Yep.
We got the Cavs tomorrow. Down to New Orleans on Wednesday, which fuck. I kind of wish we had planned on that. That'd been cool shit to go down Wednesday and Thursday.
Opportunity missed, man. I didn't think about that until
I
was looking at it. Yep.
Y'all support us a little more. We'll do more random spontaneous shit like that. But fuck,
yeah,
that'd have been badass.
Yeah.
But then we got Nola coming to Dallas Friday, and then Saturday we got the Grizz, which we're gonna be there. Any followers down there, we'll be down there Saturday at American Airlines. Apparently, probably not watching John Morant now, but hopefully watching Luka do his thing. But yeah, little on that. Jaw, sprained knee. Doubt he's there Saturday, but benefits us. Don't really wish injuries on anybody, but we don't get to see Jaw, but helps the team.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get to see Ja, but we also do like winning games. So
yeah, we'd rather win.
Yeah. So that's like I said, we're not PC yet and not a podcast, and who knows, for all we know, we might get shit taken off because we said, oh, someone's gonna be hurt or whatever. But we're silver linings, guys.
Yeah.
We've been living and dying with these teams, especially the Mavs. 2000. I mean, the Mavs pulled us out of the gutter in 2000.
Oh, yeah.
Like after that 10-11 Rangers run, the Mavs winning, that kept all of our heads above water.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
we were all ready to give up hope.
Yeah. So we don't discount the Mavs. We definitely want the Mavs to beat the shit out of them. We did pick this game because Ja is one of the most electric players. On the contrary, we also have one of the most electric players in the league. So
absolutely,
we'll definitely, all things going as they are now. Hopefully Luka only gets better. We watch him play at least. Absolute best case scenario, we get to see Ja play too.
Yeah. But yeah, stay tuned for Saturday. Hopefully have some more content coming while we're down there. Moving over though to the Stars. We got a 4-game win streak.
Hey.
Boys are hot.
Ice is hot.
Yeah.
Boys, ice is melting. These motherfuckers. This last week, going into last week, I thought we would drop 2 for sure. And okay. Rewind. I didn't think we would drop 2. I wouldn't have been surprised if we dropped 2.
Right.
Saying that. So whatever. We'll play at the editing. Scratch that part out. Fix it. Yeah. I wouldn't have been surprised if we dropped 2. We beat the shit out of everyone.
Oh yeah. It was glorious.
Yeah. Even yesterday's game against Arizona, 3-2, whatever. You can argue with me that we beat the shit out of them, whoever you are out there. We still played a great game. We went, we scored when we needed to score. And that game for me, I was just kind of watching it casually at home, and our puck control was so much better in that game.
Oh, yeah.
So almost better than it's been all season, especially at the end. They're trying to get Wedgwood off the ice, and we're able to keep the puck in the offensive zone the whole time. Just little shit like that. The Oilers, the Avs. I'm not going to say I'm surprised by that because I love the Dallas Stars, but those are huge fucking wins.
Oh yeah, and fuck, dude, it's like we're not 100% clicking on all cylinders, but we've turned it around. We look a hell of a lot better. Joe Pavelski and Rope Hintz this week look fucking great. Both of them, 2 goals, 2 assists. And in a 3-game span, you got 2 guys doing that. It's fucking great. That's my big takeaway from this week. Those 2 said, hey, fuck it, boys. We're going to go win. One more, though. Jake fucking Ottinger. This man played his ass off. And he said, I'm here to fucking stay. Otter had, versus the Oilers, 21 saves on 22 shots. We can live with that all fucking day.
Every day.
22 shots is fucking great. Then turn around, Colorado gives up 1 goal, 32 saves on 33 shots against. Otter said, you're not fucking sending me down again. Otter's here to stay, and Otter Otter's fucking around like he wants to be the future.
Yeah. My man's is tired of the AHL, supports the Texas Stars, loves the Texas Stars, doesn't ever want to play there again. My quick calculation, that's a .960 save percentage on the season.
Jesus. You
So,
can't sit him down in that. He's there.
Anyone, just in case, I mean, you accidentally come across this podcast, clicked on it, now you like us, you're listening, you don't know much about hockey or save percentage. 100 shots on goal, this man saves 96 of them. Like, at the most elite level of professional hockey.
Yeah.
So, and that's not just like that's not one game. Like, he doesn't have a huge sample this year, but he's 4-0 in 4 games. And he didn't even start this, like, he didn't even start this season in the league. He started the season in the AHL. So yeah, I mean, definitely the future. We got some people saying he's the now. We got some followers saying he's the now. And
hey,
I'm
not afraid of it right now.
I'm not mad about it, man. If the chef's in the kitchen, let him cook, you know?
Yeah. Well, man, it's 22 years old, 6'5", 220, shutting down the fucking net. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're a diehard Stars fan, you can't sit here and say, oh, yuck, Jake Ottinger, but tell me you're an OG Ben Bishop fan, because that is the carbon copy of Ben Bishop's frame.
Absolutely is.
That's Ben Bishop with 22-year-old knees.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, you can't sit here and say, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I don't think a lot of fans find discrepancies with Jake Ottinger. I think a lot of people love him. But if you've been around for the Bishop era, the healthy Bishop era, that's Ben Bishop with brand new knees.
Otter jersey watch.
Oh, I'm all about that.
Straight up.
Yep, I'm cool with that.
We got Carolina Tuesday, Columbus Thursday. Be a fun little week. Not as much as the Mavs, but got 2 games this week, so stay tuned for that. Both at home. Anything left with the boys on the ice?
No, I hope we just keep laying it to it, man. Columbus is struggling. Carolina, I mean, they're Carolina. They're always playing, but
yeah,
Columbus is playing a little abnormal for Columbus. So, I mean, I think they're 5th, 6th in the Metro Division, but they're 12-6, 12-7, something like that. That's not normal Carolina numbers.
No, it's not.
Anytime they're not 7-3 or 8-2 out of their last 10. So I hope we put the hammer down. So.
Oh yeah.
Peep the Columbus game should be some shit right there. I think that line that you talked about, that fucking hints Robertson, and then you have the leadership of Pavelski on that line. It's stupid. So,
deadly.
Yeah, I'll talk about rope hands all day. Jason Robertson he's just a great player.
Yeah. And
it seems to me like this season he has so much more grit. Like he's scrapping. He's on the boards. He's scrapping. He's checking some people up.
And I don't think he's still getting the national recognition that he deserves.
No.
He's nowhere getting the love that Robo has played his ass off for.
Yeah. And that's cool. I mean, I get, like, if the media, the national fan base doesn't want to deal with that, if they always want to put him in Kirill Kaprizov's shadow, that's fine, because this fucking guy, like, he's good.
When he shows up to play your team, you're gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, when you don't read about him, or you don't scout him, or you don't watch him the way that you should, I mean, that only benefits us, because he's great, and playing with that weight. I mean, the way that Rope moves up and down the ice is crazy. Pavs is just one of those, like, fucking gritty, fucking veteran hockey players. He just gets out in the middle of the ice with that line and just fucking directs all kinds of shit, all kinds of deflections and stuff like that. So it gives Robo tons of opportunity to go out there and make plays independently, which I think is what not only he needs, but he loves doing that.
Oh yeah.
And then, I mean, usually with that line, we see, Klingberg and Suter, and having those two playing defense. I mean, that gives you the room to really press forward, to really attack.
And John's played fucking great lately too.
Oh, man.
Fucking defenders just throwing out assists left and right.
We have our fucking defensive core right now. I love it. And there's been talks of people calling about John Klingberg. I hope nothing happens there, but man, he's playing good. Yeah. Fucking calls are blocking numbers.
The price is high.
Yeah. Our fucking defensemen are playing amazing. Miro's still leading the team in points. Like you said, Klingberg and Suits are fucking handing out assists like they're fucking pizzas at a buffet. Like, dude.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not on the Stars train, like we said, we got a 4-game win streak. The boys are looking good. We're starting to click. Otter's fucking a brick wall right now.
Yeah.
Jump on the train. If you listen to us because you're a Cowboy guy, a Ranger guy, Mavs guy, hey, fuck it. Throw on Stars game. Check them out. Believe me, if you sit down and you learn fucking hockey, it's one of the greatest sports you'll ever fucking watch. It's literally every sport combined together.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about being. I mean, I love football. I love the Cowboys. I love the fact that baseball and hockey just supersede each other and precede each other. Like,
yeah,
for us as sports fans, like we're never going without. We got baseball April till October. We got hockey picking up September to April. Like it's great. So
our women love it.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're not a hockey guy, man, just watch 60 minutes of it, learn the game. It's wild. And watch the Dallas Stars. We have an amazing roster right now. So
one of us, most of the time we're both watching, but every game, I mean, normally one of us is watching. I mean, we're still got our day jobs, still got lives going on. Hopefully one day this is what we do, but almost all times one of us is watching, if not both. But even if you're just trying to follow along, fucking tweet us, ask us a question. We'll explain it. We'll let you know what's going on, what we think, what you're looking for, what you need to look for. Fucking shout us out. We'll be more than glad to help you out, get you on this bandwagon with us.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff out there. We don't just come here and talk about what happened the week before. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the CBA coming up with Major League Baseball. We've had Chad chirped us on Twitter. We talked about Rule 5 for a couple episodes. There's a lot of stuff out there as a sports fan, and especially when you really when you start following these teams and how these franchises work and trying to build a dynasty. There's so much more that goes into it than, okay, well, here's your starting pitcher and catcher today. I hope we can get some strikeouts.
How many points were on the board today? It's way more than just that.
Yeah. How many touchdowns did we score in 4 innings? There's way more shit to it than, all kinds of shit. So definitely we're always down for shit like that. And I would almost guarantee that if one of us doesn't know something, the other one does, or we can get that information between the people that we do know. So send it this way. Put us on the spot.
We're pretty smart. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking test us. Let us. That just makes us better.
Chad is going to do that now. He's going to fucking tweet.
Shout out to Chad. We need a solid question. Think fucking hard about it for next Sunday. Don't give a shit what sport, but you get to thinking. Move along. And holy shit. Go Rangers. If you fucking missed it, if you're listening, I just showed my Ranger sleeve. I'm fucking fired up. It's November 28th. Pure chaos. We've talked about the CBA. If you don't know what it is, go fucking back and listen because we're not hitting on it today. The fucking free agent stove is hot, burning hot.
Like what? Like 4 o'clock, probably. Like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Like this isn't some shit that's been warming up. Like this was not like this was
Goddamn
not
smoke alarms were going off.
Yeah, this was not a nice little campfire that was tendered appropriately. Someone came in today on a Sunday in the Rangers front office with a fucking flamethrower on their back. And they picked up their phone and they sat down at their desk and they haven't stopped. Like as we're recording this, we don't know that it's done for the day.
No. To be honest, I'm going to double check real quick, make sure we haven't missed nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking hey, it's been chaotic. The way we're going, I mean, it wouldn't shock if since we've started that anything else has happened. Go ahead.
I mean, we had, we'll get to it and we'll get to the details. We had 2 signings today and literally one of them almost absorbed the other. Yeah. Because one of the Simeon deal was trending so much and everyone was talking about it. And then you just look up and it's like, oh, by the way, Cole Calhoun on the Rangers too. But,
yeah.
Slide that in there.
Just slide it on in there.
So, yeah. Flamethrower.
You said it. Marcus Simeon, 7 years, $175 million. Granted, we have talked, which there's a fucking lot. I hope I don't just fucking lose my goddamn mind because I love this shit. 7 years, $175 million. Yes, he is 31 years old, but the further this guy has played in his career, he has only gotten better. Looking at his stats this year, he was an MVP finalist. He had 45 home runs, career high. Love that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because you know how many games he played this year? 162.
That's dumb.
Motherfucker didn't miss a single game. Could you imagine playing 162 games in a fucking season? I mean, granted, yeah, we know you're Cal Ripkins. This is a new day and age in baseball. We don't do that shit. I mean, you got a guy playing 140 games. He's playing a lot. Marcus Simeon did not miss a single game. Yeah. Oh man, you're gonna give him that much? He's old. He had one good year. No. Dude just played 162 games. I now wish I would have thought of this. I wish, and I might shout this out next episode. I'm gonna do my research. I don't know. I want to know how many people did play 162 games this year. Because I guarantee it's a very, very small fucking list.
Yeah.
And we got a guy who's obviously durable, can hold up, hit 45 bombs, had 102 RBIs. You love to see the 100 mark on RBIs in 65 or 652 plate appearances. Dude, you can't ask for much more. And what's so nice too about it is we are not done. We have talked multiple times about getting Simeon, who played second base for the Blue Jays this year after moving from shortstop from Oakland. But we've talked multiple times on going after 2 shortstops. Kind of jumped us in our list, but fuck it, we're going for it. I told you I was about to get excited. We're still in talks, mostly still with Trevor Story. But do not be shocked. I think we're out of the Correa just because of the price, but we'll hit on that in a second. Most likely Trevor Story, but we could also sign in Corey Seager. If we sign those 2, our offense and defense just fucking took a whole turn, which would in turn would make it even better. We love Izzy, big Isaiah guys. He'd obviously be odd man out, even though he's got a gold glove, played fucking great. Isaiah then moves to third. If we sign another shortstop and Simeon plays second, Isaiah moves to third. That gives Jung more time to get ready. We know he's close. We know he's going to be there this year. We know we're probably going to fuck with the service time anyways. But even if he comes out a little slow, June, July, before we call him up, we got Isaiah, who just won a Gold Glove 2 years ago at third base. Granted, he's an average hitter, and that's why we're going after another shortstop if we can. But you have that, and then, oh, okay, Josh is ready. There's your third baseman. Now we have a Gold Glove defenseman and an average hitter. I'm not really going to exaggerate. I'm not going to say above average. He's an average hitter, but does his job. Now you have that guy as your utility guy who can field fucking anything and do his job at the plate. He's not going to drop bombs, but he's going to do his job. Work counts, slap it to the right side. Mini version of Michael Young. That's your utility guy. We're fucking set. But people saying Simeon's a dumb signing. It's not. Yes. Do you want the best guy out there every time? You do. But at the same time, if you get two of the top best guys over just the one best guy, it's hard to fucking beat that because you're not winning anything in baseball for one fucking guy. I'll let you take over for a second before I just fucking lose it.
Yeah. Just hydrate real quick. Get your breath back. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm always, I have historically been Mr. Pessimistic. When I first saw it, I was like, fuck, Marcus Semien, he's 31 years old. What kind of deal are we going to give him? And before I saw the contract, I started looking at his stats, and I saw the crazy steady increase in how he performs. But I also saw like this, whatever. I don't know who it was. I don't know the source. Don't ask me what the source was. Some bullshit on Twitter. Like, check out this story about how Marcus Semien bets on himself because the fucking A's don't want him, and he goes to the Blue Jays and has a career year. And
he turned down his qualifying offer last year. It was 1 year, $18 million from the A's to go to the Blue Jays. And
then I get in this deep dive about how, it's just a fucking, like, he's a clubhouse guy. I don't know how else what else to say about those kinds of players, but he's a guy that comes in and he makes a difference in the clubhouse. And the whole time, like, the more I started thinking about it as I'm getting my shit ready for this, and because like you said, I'm probably one of the guys that said here, like, oh, what the fuck? Like, we're not going to land Correa. We're not going to land Baez. And as I'm sitting here getting my shit ready, I'm like, I sit here every week and I talk about, oh, we're in the rebuild. We've got, our best players aren't even Rule 5 eligible because they're so fucking young. Yeah. This is exactly who you want to come in. Yep. This is exactly who you want in your clubhouse. A guy that's, 31 years old, like you just said, he did the exact opposite of probably what most 31-year-olds in the league are doing and saying, oh, yeah. Oh, man, I've been in the league for 10, 11 years. Like, I probably got 100 games in me this year. Like, yeah, they're
18 mil. Fucking, I better take that.
Yeah, they're fucking begging this guy to probably take a rest day. I'm sure in Toronto, they're like, hey, Marcus, like, you good, man? Like, we're good today. We don't need anything. Like,
all right, let me hit on this. I'm gonna jump in right now. All right, 162 games this year. Didn't miss a single fucking game. 2020 COVID year, throw it out. Fuck you. 2019, how many games he played?
160.
162. Didn't miss a game.
Oh,
2018. 2018.
No.
159, missed 3 games.
Oh, okay.
Fucking ridiculous. Still. 2017, I don't know. He must have had an injury at some point. He played half season, 85 games. 2016, 159. 2015, 155. The guy's on the field. If you're a Marcus Semien fan, and the more I'm reading tonight, even right now, I'm becoming a bigger and bigger fan of this fucking guy. And it made sense. Fuck, he played in Oakland for so long. We saw him. And you think about it, when did he come to town and not fucking play? He was there. So you're getting every penny out of that contract, out of that guy. So I'm already loving it even more.
All right. This is just quick math. This is little Steve Jobs Apple iPhone math and me. That's 13 games in the last 5 seasons. That's 810 games. He's only missed 13.
If you throw out the COVID year, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, what? You can't be mad at all.
No.
And then fuck, like we said, we turn around and go add. I mean, a Seager would be fucking phenomenal, but we go add a Story or Baez to this shit. Oh my God. I don't even know what to think. I mean, I'm losing my mind thinking about it right now. Also, in that deal, there is no opt-out clauses by either side. I didn't see it. Just straight 7 years, 175, and then no trade options, no declining offers. So he is full blown, 100% able to be traded to anybody at any time. Hopefully, we're good enough that we're not the seller's market, but by the time like he gets more trade valuable, but the guy's here to play. So I mean, he's saying you can do what you want, but I'm here to be a Ranger.
This guy's played 98.4% of his team's games since 2015.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
I'm now taking no Simeon slander. It's 727. No Simeon slander ever again. At least for now. At least for being on the field. I mean, hopefully he doesn't fall apart, but I'm not taking any slander on the sign.
Yeah, like I'm saying, 2 hours ago, I was like, oh, that shit is impressive.
Yeah.
98.4% of all of his team's games since 2015. If you I didn't fucking factor in the injury or whatever, but still, it's still above 90%.
Oh yeah.
Even if you factor in the fucking the other shit. So yes, that's impressive. And we can't sit here and preach fucking rebuild and not have some veteran like this. So
yeah, shit.
I agree. This is wild. That's legit. I'll give him that.
Going back, we'll do a little other free agent researchy. Carlos Correa. Granted, we know he's the best shortstop in the free agency class. He's the best player in the free agency class. If you don't think so, you don't fucking watch baseball, or you're one of those guys that, I mean, yeah, he cheated, but you think Barry Bonds don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. You're just a fucking sore loser.
Yeah.
Fucking
also,
hate fun.
I know we're new, but I'm gonna start the rally right now to give us a Baseball Writers of America vote.
Absolutely.
So, we got some sources close to us. We'll bring in when we do get that slip. We get that fancy slip.
Yep.
Well, I feel like we got a couple people on your side of the world that we'll bring in with us and check the box. So BWA, we're new. We know what the fuck we're talking about. Send us a slip.
Yeah, we've seen some of those votes and they're fucking terrible.
God awful. Everyone we see this year that sucks ass, we're fucking calling you out. I'll call you out 10 times.
Oh yeah. But Carlos Correa, best fucking free agent in the whole league this year. We'll go to 2017 when they won it. 109 games. It's great. Played 109. Played most of the season. Still missed a little bit. That's today's era of baseball. 2018, 110. About the same. 2019, 75. Less than half season. 2020, 58 out of fucking 60, whatever. And then 148. He's had a little bit more of an injury bug, but he's still playing. But 162 is ridiculous. And like his low years is 159. The 109, 110, 75 don't look too great when you're looking at games played. Mr. Seager, 2017 when he played Correa in the World Series. 145 games. 2018, 26. 2019, 134. 2020, 52 out of 60. This year, 95. You can't dog Simeon when he's on the fucking field every day and performing. I mean, there's a reason he's playing every day. One, he's fucking good enough, but he's healthy. The two best guys out there aren't always quite healthy. Not saying I don't want them. Fuck, I'd love both of them. Hell, get all three of them. I don't complain. Or infield be fucking stupid. But to dog Simeon, his stats are wonderful. Yeah, he's 2 years older, 3 years older, 4 years older than Correa, but 2 or 3 than half the other guys. That 30 looks terrifying, but 7 years. Be 38. If at that point, look, he's a second baseman. Takes a couple days at DH. But obviously, as a 31-year-old, his body is not getting wore out when you're playing that much every fucking day. So, like me and you both have said, this signing, the more and more I've read into it, the more and more we've seen, the more and more we've talked, looks fucking better and better. And hopefully the people that listen to us that think it's a fucking stupid signing because it's not Trevor Story, not Carlos Correa, listen to what we just said. I mean, you got to fucking love it now.
Also, I mean, even we haven't even talked about the money yet. The money's good. 25 a year.
Yeah.
In compare, well, I mean, we know Correa is going to bring more than that. We know Seager's going to bring more than that. And you just laid it out there saying, hey, there's a great chance these guys play, what is that, 100 out of 162. So not even, I mean, about what, 2/3?
About 2/3.
So we're essentially paying less for not only leadership, but we're seeing a positive rate of improvement from this player. Like the numbers are there, and the guy doesn't miss a game.
Yeah.
Like that's not a figure of speech. You literally said 162 out of 162. Yeah. Like that's not a euphemism or anything. Like he literally did not miss a game. So is it, if you think it's bad, is it really all that bad when you sit back and look at it? No. I mean,
no. Fuck it. Just reading that. Simeon's on Jersey watch. Right out of the gate. One more thing I got on Simeon. You've definitely hit on it. The leadership that's coming with him. Mr. Willie Calhoun. And I'm assuming it was today. He tweeted it today. He said, just got done getting lunch with Marcus. Let's just say, Rangers, y'all are going to love him. For real, 100. Definition of a baller. And then he said, we got a baller. To even double down on it, Mr. Dallas Braden, we're big fans. We love listening to you. Big A's guy, covers the A's for NBC. Quoted Willie, said it's taken all of an afternoon for Simeon to start becoming the leader of that Rangers clubhouse, rightfully so. If you're on the Rangers, you better be prepared to get better every day. If that's not who you are or how you do business, just know you'll be the odd man out. You can't ask more out of a fucking veteran free agent signing out of a prime position that's ready to come win. I mean, especially, between him and Adolis just fucking grinding every day, they're going to push everybody. Now we got our veteran leader and our young all-star. And everybody else is somewhere in between, and you're getting pushed by both those guys into one fucking pile. We're getting better every fucking day. I'm fired up about the Simeon side.
They're similar players too, man. I mean, they play different positions, but the way they play the game is similar.
Yeah, it really is.
They put the ball in play. They're both talked about defensively.
Yep.
And I mean, I think Adolis is just as much like Simeon in the fact that he wants to be on the field.
Yeah, every day.
That's another type of guy that if you tell him he's not playing, you're going to get a little pushback, and you better have a reason for him not playing.
Yeah, you're going to get some choice words in that office.
Yeah. So I think we have these two, like you said, we have these two bookends now. We have this leadership, we have this up and coming star, and they're about to just squeeze this clubhouse, hopefully. And if this is trending the right way, I mean, in 2 or 3 years, this team is fucking dynamic, man.
Oh yeah. Moving on. Got my Calhoun on.
Like it.
Might be the wrong Calhoun, but fuck, we got 2 Calhouns now. We signed Cole Calhoun today. If you're a Ranger guy, you know this motherfucker. He's pissed you off for years. Little bastard in right field, just making ridiculous plays and smashing the ball and hustling his ass off. I mean, you got a guy that goes 100% every fucking play, every at bat. Yeah, he's 34 years old. But if you're a Ranger fan, you know what he can do. You've seen it 1,000 times. Solid left-handed bat, solid right fielder now, with Adolis probably being in center. Kind of got swept under the rug, but because the Simeon signing was so big, but that's a nice little addition in the outfield for us. Nice, especially a nice left-handed bat at
it. Up until 2 hours ago, I hated Cole Calhoun because of every reason you just said. He made the most obnoxious fucking diving right field catches for the whatever they're called, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Angels of America of the United States, whatever the fuck they go by. Man, just so fucking aggravating to watch, especially like the Izzies of our team, to push a ball to right field exactly like they're supposed to do, and to watch fucking Cole Calhoun just dive, catch it, and then get up and toss it in left-handed with some shit-eating grin on his face.
Yeah.
Lucky for us, I can throw all that out the window, and we have no more beef with Cole Calhoun. So welcome to the fucking Rangers. That shit's exciting.
Yeah. And we're nowhere near done. I mean, that's 2 huge signings today. We got a whole lot better, and we've got a whole lot more room on the roster and in the bank. So don't be shocked with before December 1st. I mean, we got 2.5 days, day and a half. We got shit's gonna hit the fan, and it's gonna hit the fan across baseball. It's gonna be fucking wild, but we still have a lot of money left to go. So if you think you're done, shit happens. It's fucking sports. It's business. But odds are we're not done, and we're not done spending big money, let alone good money. Which also, the other day, I think we predicted this back in episode 1. We have sat down with John Gray. So we obviously need pitching. Fuck, we need everything. But that's the one we talked about right out of the gate with us starting our show. John Gray would be a nice pickup for us, and a cheap one. Low risk, very, very high reward.
Yeah, I think all this shit's about to explode. Everything that I'm seeing and reading, just across Major League Baseball, not even just related to the Rangers, but there are a lot of players that want to get shit done before the CBA expires.
Oh yeah,
even if you boil it down to just the smallest of it, like, would either one of us want to go into this? Who knows how long the CBA thing's going to take? Ideally, hopefully, it doesn't take long. But even on top of that, you got the holidays, you got all this. Like, do you want to go into that not knowing? Like, honestly, aside from Chris Bryant, like everything that I've seen says that the Seagers, the Correas, the Stories, all these guys, even the pitchers, they're wanting to get at least something done before the CBA. So even if it's something soft or something short, and they can go back and extend next year or something like that, A lot of these guys are wanting to at least get something done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so if you're listening to this tomorrow morning on your way to work, just check out what we got on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Because we're probably not done. We shouldn't be done. They're saying we're not done. Between the Rangers and MLB, I mean, shit's gonna hit the fan if you're a baseball guy. You might not sleep tonight, or you may have some wild fucking dreams. Might be seeing a piece of metal, as Rob Manfred calls it, in your dreams. Nobody knows. If you missed it, I'm sorry about your bad luck. The Rangers had a hell of a Black Friday deal. You can talk shit, whatever. We sucked ass, trying to sell tickets, whatever. Fuck y'all. We love this team. They had $10 tickets in 200 and 300 sections. And if you haven't been to that ballpark, there's not a bad seat in the house. 200s are fucking pretty much the 100s. You're in a very, very good spot. I went to town on them. Me and Connor's going to be down there quite a bit come next season. So if you missed out on the Black Friday deals, sorry about you. You fucked up. But we bought plenty of them. We'll see you fucking down there. But you're spending more than us.
Yeah.
Anything left? Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's a hell of a deal. And there really wasn't like, there was a little bit of fine print to it, but when I got the email, I was at work, just fucking, as always, shit would happen that way. But there wasn't a lot of fine print to it. Like you said, like it was 200, 300 home games, $10, like for the fucking taking. So, but also like you said, I mean, every week we're trying to cook this shit up some more. So we'll definitely be down there. We have shit coming. So,
oh yeah,
I think the next 48 hours, like you said, will be big. Check the Twitter if you need to. I do it when I'm at work. Usually, when I'm at work, Clint's pretty up on the Twitter. So, if I'm busy or something like that, I'll at least just switch over and just refresh it and see kind of what's going on. If that's your situation, I mean, we try to, keep that shit up and trending, in case we do have fans out there that are in that same situation. Just, oh shit, we got, we signed Simeon. As soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna fucking read about it, see what's up, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So definitely. I mean, as always, we appreciate you guys fucking hanging out with us. We're getting more and more interaction every week. We're putting more and more into this, so just keep sending it.
Oh yeah,
Chad.
Fuck you, Chad.
Always, yeah.
I'm just
Chad,
kidding.
man.
We love all our followers.
Okay, he's gonna make me think.
But yeah, Chad's on the list. He's got to get us a good question this week. But I'm gonna go ahead and go first. My Texas Heat this week is our first 2-time nominee. It's Mr. Anthony Brown. And not even 2-time by one person. Connor had him a few weeks back, and he's mine this week. I'm not going to harp on it too much because we fucking hit it at the very beginning of the show on the Cowboys. 4 big pass interference penalties, all on 3rd down, and deep fucking routes. I mean, what do we say? We had 166 fucking penalties for yards.
Yeah, something like that.
He had every bit of 80.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm lying. He probably had every bit of 100 because every single one of them came around 3rd down. The overtime one that led to the field goal was fucking 33 yards in itself, and they were all deep routes. Not gonna harp too much, but fucking Anthony Brown, you're back in the fucking hot seat. You're feeling the Texas Heat. Everybody just saw that shit. If it's 3rd and long Thursday night against New Orleans, there is nothing else I'm calling than I'm throwing a deep route your side. So they're coming for you. Fucking figure it out. I will say this, though. I read a while ago, he seems like he's in a good mindset, but he's still feeling the heat. And he said it's just one of them days. I've just got to watch film and see what I can improve and get better. I feel like I was in position for all of them. I'll just try to turn my head. Got to get better. trying to get better. And then the last one, he said, by that time, I wasn't even trying to put my hands on the guy. I guess it was an underthrown ball. You know, receivers are taught to jump back into the DB. They are. Deshaun Jackson's a fucking veteran receiver. He knows that shit. That's what him and Derek Carr was going for. But he went on to say, so I really don't know. He grabbed the back of my helmet. I had my hands up. I just have to turn my head, I guess. I have to get my head around as quick as possible. So at least he fucking knows what he needs to do. That's what he's got to work on in practice this week. I know we hit on very, very beginning. It was a fucking stupid ass penalty game that we threw flags on everything. But Anthony Brown cannot give up 4 pass interferences for that much yardage. And on 3rd and long every single time. I mean, that essentially ended up killing us. So Anthony Brown's from the Texas Heat, our first 2-time nominee. But hell, last time he came out and played his ass off. So hopefully we see some improvement this week.
Yeah, that's the pretty obvious one. I'm gonna try and go somewhere a little different. I try not to beat up hockey. I think this might be a little weird. I don't know. I don't know if it's really. I think overall, aside from that Cowboys game, aside from the Anthony Brown shit, we had a good week as a sports team. So I'm going to do this. This will be a little weird. I'm going to go with Braden Holtby.
I don't blame you.
And I'll try and explain this a little bit just from the way that my mind works. Like we hit on earlier, you said Jake Ottinger is the future. Jake Ottinger very much could be the now.
Yep.
And we're not going to stick with 4 goalies. You can't do it, especially if the division that we play in, as we get closer to the end of the season, we're probably going to go a 12 top roster, stuff like that. We're going to need every spot for a forward or a defenseman. I think in reality, we put Ben Bishop long-term IR. That's great. Thank you for being a Dallas Star. Ride out how you need to. And if you want to let Hudobin and Holtby battle it out, let them battle it out for the 2. I do think Ottinger ends up becoming the 1, maybe not this season, but the next season.
Right.
I'm seeing more red flags with Braden Holtby. And the problem with that for Braden Holtby is I think he also possesses more trade value than what we would get if we traded Anton Hudobin. So I think something's got to give for Braden Holtby if he wants to stay on the Dallas Stars. He's got to solidify himself as a 1 for the rest of this season until we get Jake where we want him, and then the for sure 2. Or I think that Jim Neal probably starts taking calls and shopping him a little bit to see what we can get in return. Because I just don't think we're going to get anything for Hudobin. We're definitely not getting anything for Ben Bishop. He's got to go long-term IR.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we love Ben.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I can't imagine being as big as he is and playing as many hockey games as he has. Like, I don't blame his knees at all for shitting out.
Oh yeah. But talking about Holtby, especially like you said, the trade value that could hurt him being a star. That shows how big of a signing he was this offseason. That could play out great for us. I mean, obviously, you don't really want to see anybody on your team leave most of the time, unless you're just a complete fucking ass. But, I mean, that makes that signing so much more. And the front office was looking into that when we signed him. They knew even with Otter starting out with Texas at first, Otter's probably the future. And like you said, probably gonna be our number 1 next year. Maybe not this year. I mean, he keeps playing this fucking way. Fuck, you might take it over. But you let Hudobin and Holtby battle it out. And if Hudobin can even just play above average, you're going to trade Holtby. Get something in return. Part of the business. So, I mean, I love that signing this offseason. We talked about it. Probably in episode 1. We love the HAWT signing, and it's still early in the season, but keep an eye on that. I love that take.
Yep. Let's see, where are we at? We're at the Lone Star. Lone Star. I'm gonna stick with hockey because I know where you're going with this.
I almost went hockey, but
I know who you're going with, but
if it was hockey,
yeah, he absolutely deserves to be fucking given this whatever fucking little plaque, whatever we have. Fucking Jake Ottinger, man.
Yeah,
that shit is like we said over and over, time and time again. He's a 22-year-old kid. He's been with the organization. He was our first round draft pick in 2017, and this season started off in the AHL. Very much could have just gotten down in the shitter about that. He played last year. We saw a little bit of him in our playoff run a couple of years ago. We saw him kind of on the ice and doing some backup stuff. We saw a lot of him last year. And I would imagine probably that probably does do some shit to you when you perform at a pretty good level last year, and then you start this season in the AHL and you're wondering, what the fuck?
Right.
Kind of same thing with Ty Dellandrea. He didn't perform to the same extent that Ottinger did for us, but still, long story short, he gets the call. He comes up, and he's been nothing but fucking spectacular. 4-0, .959. So whatever American math we round up, 0.960 save percentage. We've hit on it this episode. Watch for it, look for it. I think we're going to see more starts from him. I think there's nothing indicating that he's not healthy. He's not injury prone. I mean, he's a solid fucking guy for us to have in the net. He's big, he's quick, he's young, he's healthy, and he's fucking performing. So
yeah,
if you're following the Stars, keep watching Jakey. We've got two other veteran goalies that can step in and do some of the work, but I really think we're about to start cooking this guy, and we're going to see him as the one next year for sure.
Oh yeah. Yep. I had Otter as my Lone Star this week, and I wouldn't have even felt bad about doubling down on it until, like we said, about 4:00.
Yeah.
Shit hit the fucking fan. John Daniels and Chris Davis. Shit, boys. You got to start it. Like we said multiple times, read more, fucking looked more, talked more. We're fucking all hands on deck. Let's get this shit rolling. We're not sleeping tonight. I mean, get Story Seager on the phone. I mean, if you can pull off Correa, fuck yeah. But at this point, I don't think he's in the question. But you go get one of them fuckers, Baez, to add along with this. John Gray, a couple other arms. Holy shit. My Lone Stars, I mean, JD and Chris Young. The CBA, like we've talked about, through a kink and everything this year. And like we said, multiple players who want to get shit done. But weird offseason for MLB, chaotic offseason. From now, it's dead, it's chaotic. JD and Chris fucking getting after it. They're my Lone Stars. I mean, I got to tip your hat for those signings today.
Yeah, I agree. It's even, the big thing with the Rangers is being a front office pessimist, man, and they fucking, they flashed their worth a little bit today. Like I said, CBA is a big deal. If you don't understand it in about 60 hours, you'll see the impact that has all across baseball. And getting this shit signed today, getting this figured out even today, tomorrow, whatever happens before that CBA expires, man, kudos to them. They're fucking, I would imagine Monday morning in the Rangers front office, there's going to be some cooking. Like even if we take 5 throughout the night, when they show up 7 a.m. in the morning, it's go time. So
7 might be pushing it.
Yeah.
Might be 5.
Yeah, they might. Yeah. John Daniels might be on his fucking Peloton at 5 o'clock in the morning sending fucking text messages. So
yeah,
be on the lookout.
I love it. To wrap this up real quick, we're about to have a giveaway. 2 actually. Thanksgiving was this week. Granted, we didn't get the Cowboy win we wanted. but we're going to give away two tickets to the Pittsburgh game for the Stars, January 8th, 1:00 start. And then we're going to also give away 2 tickets in a separate drawing Saturday, January 15th against the Magic and the Mavs. Next Saturday night, December 4th, we will announce the winners. We'll do the drawing. So rules, stipulations, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We're going to post it on Facebook and Twitter. Whichever site gets more shares or retweets, we're going to pick the winner from that side. You got to retweet it, like it, and tag somebody. And we will pick the winner from that. Oh, and follow it. Yeah, you got to follow the page. Follow the page. You get an entering. We will announce it next week. And like we said, it's not together. It's 2 separate drawings. 2 January 8th for the Penguins and 2 January 15th against the Magic. So hockey fans, you got one. Basketball fans, you got one. Go share away. We will announce that next Saturday, December 4th.
Yeah, man, that's a big step for us. We've been to hockey games already this year. We're going to a basketball game this weekend. It's like, fuck, man. It's a follow, a like, a share, and tag someone. It's literally that quick. It takes 25 seconds. And I mean, then you got 2 tickets, Stars game. If you've never watched live hockey, even if you don't like hockey, I mean, for the price of just like, sharing, following, like, it's worth it. A live hockey game is amazing. Same thing with live basketball game. Outside of high school, I never really followed basketball until I started watching the Mavs, and live basketball is just so fucking cool, man. So,
oh yeah,
it costs you nothing, just a little bit, 20, 25 seconds, 2 free tickets. They're all yours. You can take whoever you want, take your dog, take your friend, whatever.
Yeah, fuck. We're doing it December 4th.
Yeah.
You'll know by that night. That's perfect time. You got 3 weeks, literally 3 weeks on the money before Christmas. You can take somebody you fucking love. You can give both of them to somebody that's a diehard fan. Take somebody who just needs a night off. So, like you said, 25 seconds, like, share, tag, follow. You win 2 tickets to either event. Give it to somebody, take somebody. Might be the best night they had all year.
Yeah, and this is not good. There's by no means this will be a standalone thing. We plan on doing plenty of content from Dallas, and even Clint said, I mean, we plan on being at multiple Rangers games, multiple Stars games, multiple Mavs games. And I mean, especially if these teams start to make a playoff push, watch for us to ramp this up a lot. We will.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we will definitely put a lot of energy into doing content in Dallas at venues, at arenas. And I mean, fuck, we're just regular guys like y'all. So if we can give away 2 tickets and get someone else's experience or have someone tag along with us, we'll fucking do that shit every time. So,
oh yeah,
like, share, follow, retweet, subscribe, all the things, man. 30 seconds could be one of the experiences you get out of the year. So,
oh yeah, turn you into a fan of a sport you never even thought you knew.
That's it.
Like we've said, merch coming soon. Got to be just a few weeks out, maybe even this week. We are very, very close. So stay tuned for that. Followers, listeners, show us some love. Connor, I think that's about all I got for this week. If you got anything else, wrap us up.
I'm good, man. You guys, same shit. We appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, notifications, stuff like that. We'll probably be checking phones all throughout the night till we get a little catnap in as soon as we wake up from that. we're right back in it, checking to see what kind of moves are made, especially with the baseball stuff going on right now. So if that's your jam, hit us up. Also, I mean, it works both ways. If you guys are seeing something, hearing something, shoot it over to the DMs. Let us know. Maybe we're the bridge to get that information to someone that you don't know or something like that. So that shit's always open. If you see or hear some stuff, shoot it over to us. Say, hey, found this. This is kind of what I'm hearing. We'll get together with you and see what we can do. And if it's legit and we can get it out to someone else, it's crazy how this shit works. So don't ever hesitate to interact with us, man. We love it. It keeps us on our toes too.
Oh yeah, we love it. It's why we started this. Just talk sports. We just love talk sports. DFW, talk with us all day. Anybody out there that celebrates Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. I believe they said that starts tonight. So happy Hanukkah to you. Like we said, by the time of next episode, we will have our drawing out. About to post that here in a little bit. Have more content from American Airlines Saturday night. But we'll see you next Sunday night or Monday morning, whichever one you listen to.
Adios.